Hey guys, it's Joseph from BlackboxMyCar. If you guys have watched some of our previous videos, you'll know that we've been partnering with Sentrym to launch their Sentrym L1 Mini 3D projector. It's a very exciting time for us. We've even had the chance to send the Sentrym L1 with a couple of our friends, and lo and behold, they loved it. So today we're going to be doing our very own review of the Sentrym L1 Mini projector. This pocket projector literally turns your backyard, your living room, and even your next camping trip into a movie theater experience. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on everything BlackboxMyCar. Let's get started with the Sentrym L1. So the L1 is Sentrym's flagship projector, and it was released just last month in June 2021. It features DLP and Telebrite technology, auto keystone correction, Bluetooth 5.0, Android 9.0, one-touch controls, near universal device compatibility, all in one compact size package. In fact, weighing just under 200 grams, it's the smallest and lightest pocket projector on the market today. So here it is, the Sentrym L1 Mini 3D projector. Oh wow, look how tiny it is. The L1 comes with an infrared remote control too. And what's cool about this remote is that unlike other projectors where you have to point from a specific angle, you can point the L1's remote anywhere, front, back, sides, above, under, and it will still work. So here's the remote control for the Sentrym L1. Now check out the size of it compared to the L1. It's pretty small. Now the remote control takes two AAA batteries. So say you don't have batteries, here's the cool thing about the Sentrym L1. See this face right here on the top of the projector? This right here, this circle right here, that's a touchpad. So everything you can do on a remote, you can literally do right on top using this touchpad right here. Now here's the projector tripod that you're gonna get with the Sentrym L1. All you gotta do is screw it in like such. And there you go, you got yourself a projector tripod for your Sentrym L1. In fact, these tripod mounts are quite universal, so any 1/4 inch threaded screw is going to work with the Sentrym L1. And here are the cables. This is your HDMI to mini HDMI cable, so you could hook it up to any laptop, gaming consoles, etc., etc. And inside the box, you also have your USB power adapter, as well as your micro USB charging cable. So let's start her up to check out the image quality. So to turn on the projector, you just gotta flick the switch to on and press the power button. The design of the on-off switch is designed in a way so that if the L1 is not in use, you can switch it off completely in case it turns on by accident in your pocket or your bag. The L1 comes with a built-in 3000 milliamps battery that gives you up to 2 hours of viewing time. Of course, you can use it plugged in all the time, but it's just more convenient and portable without the cord attached. It takes about 4 hours to fully charge the L1. Now, if you're low on power but nowhere near a plug, the L1 works with any power bank or even a dash cam battery like the Sunlink Neo. So the L1 is essentially an Android TV box. It runs Android 9 TV OS with access to the Google Play Store for all your favorite apps like Netflix, Prime Video, HBO Max, Hulu, Disney Plus, and more. But before you do that, you do need to connect the L1 to a Wi-Fi network. So this is what you need to do. Go to your home screen, select your settings, go to network settings, select your Wi-Fi setting, find your SSID from the list, and enter your Wi-Fi password to connect to the network. Well, now that you're online, you can go to the Google Play Store and download any of the streaming apps or games that you need. It's very exciting because you can watch all your favorite shows without external streaming devices like the Fire TV, Chromecast, Roku, etc., etc. And all your favorite streaming apps are right here on the integrated smart TV interface. All you need now is a screen or a wall, and you can turn any living space, backyard, or even your small dorm room into a movie theater experience. So what if you're in the middle of the forest, say you're on a camping trip, or you're on a beach with no internet access? Well, The best part about the Sentrym L1 is that it's got a built-in 16 gigs of internal storage, which means you can preload as much movies, music, TV shows, whatever you want directly on the Sentrym L1 without any external storage devices. If you want to take it a step further, you could even load up some of your movies, whatever, on a USB drive or a micro SD card, and then plug that into your L1 so you could take it on the go. The L1 supports SD cards that are up to 32 gigs. Or even better yet, you can stream directly from your smartphone using screen mirroring such as AirPlay, Miracast, and eShare server, and you can find instructions for all of those inside the L1 user manual. From Mario Kart to God of War to Spider-Man and everything in between, whether it's the PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch, you just gotta connect it to the L1 with the included HDMI cable, and then you can just game away. Now, with the HDMI cable, you can also connect your laptop directly to the L1, essentially taking your presentation to the next level. And because it's super compact, you can bring it anywhere you go. Conventions, trade shows, meetings, lecture halls, classrooms, you name it. Or again, if you have your files saved on a micro SD or a USB drive, just plug it in and you're good to go. Now that we know the L1 can connect to literally all of our favorite technology, let's check out how good the video quality actually is. While the native resolution is standard definition, the L1 supports up to 4K on a 16:9 screen that expands all the way up to 120 inches. Now what this means is the L1 will automatically scale to its native resolution while preserving visual clarity and integrity to deliver the best projections, whether it's 15 inches or all the way up to 120 inches. There's even a dial on the side which you can use to fine-tune the focus to ensure sharp video quality. If you have a movie in 3D, well, the L1 supports that too. All you need is to bring your very own 3D glasses. So a lot of you guys have been asking, how far back does the Sentrym L1 have to be in order to get a 72-inch projection? And also, does the room have to be completely dark? We did some testing, and to get a 72-inch projection, the projector should be about 3 meters away from the screen. And no, it doesn't have to be completely dark, but do keep in mind that the darker the room is, the brighter the projector image will be. And this is universal for all projectors. Of course, the further away you have the projector, the bigger the image, but the darker the room needs to be. And in case you're wondering, the L1 comes with a 60 ANSI lumens brightness, which is equivalent to roughly 1,000 lumens or 300 LED lumens. And with DLP IntelliBright technology, brightness is enhanced compared to conventional LED projectors. So in terms of overall brightness, the L1 is definitely on par and even outperforms other projectors like the ViewSonic M1+, the Asus Zenbeam E1, the Kodak Luma 75, various 8-man and LG portable projectors. The bulb in the L1 has a 20,000 plus hours lifespan too. In other words, if you use the L1 4 hours a day, 365 days a year, that's over 13 years. It's recommended that you place it on a flat surface for the best viewing experience. But what if you don't have a flat surface? Say you're on a slope or you're on a rocky beach. That's something you actually don't have to worry about at all with the L1. First off, check out the tripod. Telescopic legs mean you can adjust each leg individually on any surface to get as horizontal as possible. Then there's also the auto keystone correction feature that automatically eliminates trapezoidal images that can result from an angled projection. In other words, the image always comes out right. Now the L1 comes with built-in audio speakers, and we think if you're listening in a smaller room, the audio is definitely going to be sufficient. And the projector is quiet and the fans are barely noticeable. If you don't want to wake up your spouse or your kids, the L1 lets you listen in private through the 3.5mm jack. But if you're going for a truly cinematic audio-visual experience in a larger or open space, we do recommend pairing it with a Bluetooth speaker. Now with Bluetooth 5.0, you can easily connect it to a soundbar, portable boombox, or even wireless stereo headphones. Some of you might be asking, is it worth the price tag? Well, some of you might be thinking that the price is definitely a little steep for a mini projector, but let me put it this way. The Sentrym L1 costs less than a 50-inch Samsung Full HD TV, and it takes up a lot less space as well. And with the L1, you can get up to 120 inches of projection, and you can play literally any streaming app that you can get your hands on. And the best part is the L1 fits right into your pocket, so you can literally take it anywhere you go. So there are other smart projectors on the market that do also support the Google Play Store, like say for example the Anker Nebula capsule or the Epson Epic Vision EF12. But you're looking at either no SD card support or even double the price tag. So how does the L1 compare to even larger projectors? First of all, something to keep in mind is that the L1 is a pocket-sized projector. So from a video quality standpoint, it will not be on the higher end of the spectrum that you can expect from larger projectors like from BenQ, Samsung, or even Epson. But if you're looking for something that's ultra portable, affordable, and super easy to carry around, then we definitely think the Sentrym L1 is a great purchase. It packs so much in just such a tiny little package. And the fact that it's compatible with a full range of technology from streaming apps to gaming consoles, USB, micro SD, built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and much more, it's ultra versatile and it can definitely handle anything that you throw at it. Interested in the Sentrym L1? Well, we've partnered up with Sentrym to do another giveaway. From now until August 9th, you can enter in to win your very own Sentrym L1 projector. All the details will be in the description below. Be sure to go there, follow all the instructions, and enter for your chance to win. But if you can't wait to get your hands on one, well, right now you can head over to Sentrym.com to pick one up yourself. You can use code BBMC20 to get 20% off your very own Sentrym L1 Mini 3D projector. Last but not least, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on everything BlackboxMyCar. Thanks for watching.